What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Nobody's Favorite Podcast, man. Today we got my boy Ricky in the building, man. What's going on, Rick? How you
How we
doing today,
doing,
man?
baby? How we doing?
We good, man. We good, man. And we actually have one of Ricky's boys. He brought a friend with him today. I'm meeting for the first time. You guys meeting for the first time. This is the guy Hamlet, man. Say what's up to the people, Hamlet.
What's going on? Thank you for having me
Yeah,
on today.
yeah, no problem. Yeah. We glad to have you, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I mean, we glad to have you guys, man. So what's up, man? Let the people know a little bit about you. Let's start with Ricky, man. What's going on with you, Rick? What you been having going on lately, man? So what's going on in your
Ain't
life?
shit, man. Man, I just started a new job recently, right before Christmas and shit. I'm living out here in PA. I'm 34. 35. Yeah, just turned 35. What, 2 weeks ago?
Nice, happy
You
belated, bro.
know. Thank you, appreciate it. Yeah, man, appreciate it. Mid 30s, man. Felt it in my knees when I woke up.
Bro, I'm
Felt it
feeling
in
it
my
in my
knees,
knees right
man.
now. I think I got water on the knee,
You
bro.
know
Shit
what I'm saying?
crazy,
Yo, it's next level, man. Just 12 hours, you feel a whole difference in your life.
bro.
But
This
nah,
shit ain't
man,
no
I'm
joke.
blessed. I'm blessed, man. Raising three girls.
Beautiful.
My oldest had a basketball game today. So we was out there earlier today. Regular shit, man. Just trying to maintain, stay on top, be positive, and live every day, one day at a time. You know how it go.
Hell
You
yeah, bro.
know?
That's all any of us could do, man. That's all we out here trying to do, man. Just be positive, stay positive, live one day at a time, take care of our kids. We got them, man. You know what I'm saying? What's up? What about you?
Tread water, man.
That's it, bro. Maintain, man. What's up with you, Hamlet? What you got going on, bro?
I'm Hamlet, just 31 years old. Grew up with this guy down, Ricky. Currently working at Weill Cornell. But also work on a suicide prevention foundation called Bats for Baretto. Um,
Nice.
it's just a foundation, like I said, for suicide prevention. Our main goal is just to connect people and resources, and we hold this an annual softball tournament every year. Rick also is involved in it. He was actually on the
Yes,
planning
sir.
committee for the past 2 years. So if we can give
Nice.
a hand clap for that guy, because
Nice.
that guy
Absolutely.
put in work
Absolutely.
for it.
Absolutely. Let's get it. Let's get it,
Thank you.
man.
And
Thank you.
but that is what kind of the foundation is about. Is just
Yeah,
you see
that's
the
dope,
people
man.
that are involved, and that's the kind of thing that unites us, is just to do something that's above us, and that's
So
kind of
so if you don't mind,
the passion.
can we go into that a little bit?
Of course.
Yeah, so I've had some friends honestly, that like a couple of friends that have been dealing with like having like harmful like self-harm thoughts and suicidal thoughts, and they've been going through some rough patches in life. And
Suicidal ideations,
yeah,
things of
like a
that
lot
nature.
of stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it's like, and these are really close friends of mine. So I try,
Okay.
I'm not heavy into it, but like I try to be in the church and I'm a Christian. I try to, God first. And I try to like, give them from my standpoint and show them a couple, pastors that I know of, a couple things they said on it. But if you can
Hmm.
honestly like give any like, I don't know, advice or share resources with people who are going through things like that might be listening, that would be great. Like a website or social media or anything that you can like, any kind of resource that you can provide with to anybody.
Well, I mean, first and foremost, I mean, you have a new number that was set up recently. I don't remember when it was set up, but there's always 988. 988 is where you can call if you're having, suicidal ideations, or if you're feeling any of those symptoms. You know what I mean? Full
Absolutely.
disclosure, I'm somebody that, sometimes deals with those kind of thoughts and those kind of things, but it is what it is. But I think you kind of touched on it. And to kind of answer your question, I guess, too, is you kind of find what works for you.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Some people are a little more spiritual. They'll look for God, you know what I mean? Or get more in touch with earth, or ayahuasca, if you will. Not something I've personally done, but it just depends on what the person is and what your intent is on, your
Yeah.
healing journey, and just your intentionality with it. I mean, it, ugly shows up in different various forms, but it's just,
Yeah.
how you kind of deal with those things and how you kind of move through them. You know what
Absolutely.
I mean? And, um, but to help a friend is just also, one of my favorite sayings is listening to understand and not so much to reply.
Yeah.
So when you think from that perspective, then you start to kind of, take in feedback and give out constructive criticism, and you know that it's from a good place.
Yeah, absolutely. I was actually looking into starting like a nonprofit because I'm really into like preventing sex trafficking. Like I'm a big advocate for anti-sex trafficking and anti-homelessness because homelessness leads to a lot of people being sex trafficked. You know what I mean? So,
Hmm.
Yeah.
and a lot of people kill themselves because of that situation that they're in. Like that coincides with each other. A lot of people have these suicidal thoughts because they're in those situations.
Hmm.
So
Either
that's something that
traumatized
really
or
touched. Yeah, you get
can't live with
traumatized,
themselves
man.
no more.
Yeah, man, you get
Hmm.
Yeah, they feel
traumatized. You
like
feel
they're
like
not worthy
nobody's
no
gonna
more.
accept you. Yep, you
Yep.
feel like you're not worthy. These are
Hmm.
like these are thoughts that people have, and it's damaging to themselves, to their families, to the communities
Yeah.
that they're in. It's the
But
kids if
then
they have
too,
any.
it's fucked up that they in a society to where they don't feel comfortable to be able to express
Mm-hmm.
or talk to or even like more than likely people that kill themselves, their friends or close ones had no idea. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? Like, more than likely, nobody knows what the tough times of a person has, and I think that starts off with like society and the people around you to have that comfortability. Granted, it ain't always going to work, but I mean, we can always try to make it easier on people to want to talk, find out what's going on, get the root of the problem, face that adversity, that
Hmm.
challenge, to
Yeah.
do better and want better for yourself, and
Hmm.
understand that you do have a problem or this is a problem. This is not normal or this is not normal for you because of what you've been through.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody should have to feel that they need to go through this because of what happened to them or what somebody done to them. I
Yeah.
think that's where
Yeah.
the kickoff is starting to where people don't understand like you, you don't judge a book by its cover because you don't know what's in it. All the juicy parts is in the middle. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Not
that's a
to
Hmm.
start
fact.
off
That's a
with
fact.
the best stuff. You got to more look into it and want to dig deep and find out and know the purpose or point of a person and why and where they come from to why they feel and be who they are.
Yeah. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, yeah.
I,
It
if I may add too, I think
yeah, absolutely.
there's, especially with somebody who deals with any sort of traumatic experience, you move through the feelings of guilt, shame, and regret, and
Mhm.
those are very difficult to traverse, especially if you know dealing with whatever adversity or grief that you're dealing with in that present moment. You know what I mean? So it's tough, but I think when you think of it from that perspective, then like how do you guide and how do
It
you help somebody? You know what I mean?
it's
Yeah.
super hard, especially like thinking about it. Like, how do you these people feel like just I mean, I've been there before. I've been there where I was like, you know what, fuck this. I'm tired of this shit. Nothing's going right. Clearly, I'm not supposed to be
Mhm.
here. Like, I just thought that it was
Hmm.
me. I'm the fuck up. I'm the problem. And to a certain degree, it was. A lot of it was my decision making, the choices that I was making were making me feel that way,
Hmm.
putting me in bad positions. But I had to realize, like, I can't make a permanent decision off of temporary problems. Like it was
Yeah.
rough. It was very hard for me to come to that to grips with that. Like I was in a homeless shelter. Like I had a shitty girlfriend. Like it was rough, bro. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
but then I just had to realize like I got my mom, I got kids, I have friends who actually do care about me. I do have my own community of people that this would devastate if I did something like this. So I definitely
Mhm.
had to realize I couldn't be making these permanent decisions for these temporary problems because it just wasn't going to be beneficial to anybody involved.
Hmm.
Yeah, man. Oh man, yeah. So that's we started off a little deep. We started off a little deep. That's all right though. That's all right,
Hey,
man. That's all right.
we
That's
jump
how
right in there, baby.
we
Jump
jump
right
right. We
in
jump.
there.
Hey man, we jump right in, man. That's what this is about, man. Um,
Yeah.
going to a side note, man. What you guys had? What have you guys been doing today? I know you over there watching the game, Hamlet. What game you over there watching?
I'm over here watching the 49ers right now, and unfortunately, we're losing. So I'm sure if I open up our group chat,
I mean, them
we're not
cheeseheads,
gonna
they
have some
man,
favorable words.
they on
Them
that ass
cheeseheads
right
right now,
now.
they're killing. Yeah, but the thing
It's
is,
close. It's
you know,
close.
we
It's,
talked
it's
about this too. Rick is just they got Aaron Jones back, fully healthy, and I know he was my second round pick in fantasy this year. And you know, he wasn't working out for me too well in the first half of the season, but I know in the latter half of the season, he's been absolutely balling for them, and it's shown obviously all the way through. You know, with Jordan Love looking amazing. You know what I mean? But it all starts from a good running game, and Aaron Jones has definitely provided that, and definitely took me from 10th place to about 8th place in my fantasy league, and avoided my, you know,
Boy,
the
that last
whoever
place.
whatever you have to do for your for last place.
Yeah, avoided that.
You ain't
That's
gotta
what you need
tell,
to avoid,
you
Right.
ain't got to tell me, man. He scored 2 touchdowns all year. He scored 2 touchdowns last week against the Cowboys. So, I
Three,
understand where you're coming from.
three,
Yeah, three. Yeah, three actually. Yeah. So
three.
thanks for the, thanks for the
Wally.
extra butter. Thanks for the extra butter. We always can use extra butter. But
Right.
yeah, he stuck it to the Cowboys as a Cowboys fan. Another year out,
I
another
mean, at
tough
least you guys
season.
are
Another
making it. I'm a Jets fan, man. So
okay.
You're loyal.
I'm loyal, bro.
Yo,
I'm loyal, bro. Like,
this
and
he's
I'm real
sticking out.
loyal because
You loyal.
We paid Aaron Rodgers $1 million for every second he was on the field. It was crazy. He
As
was out there for a
fourth play of
minute
the
and a
game,
half,
fourth play of the game for that to happen,
bro.
that that is just
Y'all could have kept him in Green Bay. They could have kept him right over there. They could have kept him in Green Bay.
God.
He might have. You guys might have had a chance tonight if he stayed over there,
I mean, that's not fair to say because I mean, if y'all had Aaron Rodgers playing all year,
bro. I
yeah, probably
wish, man.
y'all would have been in the Miami Dolphin spot for sure.
Definitely. Okay, we got the defense. The defense is there.
Yeah,
So we
Oh
yeah.
just
yeah,
need
hell yeah,
You
without
guys
a
go
doubt.
7-10. You guys went 7-10 this year with
fucking
Trevor
Zach Wilson.
Simeon, Zach Wilson, and you can
Yeah.
only imagine.
Yeah. It would have been a whole. We might have been like the most improved team in NFL history, man. From one season to
Mhm.
the next, if we would have kept Aaron Rodgers.
But even with that, woulda, coulda, shoulda. I mean, you see how that reflected with even the Dolphins is just
Yeah. Yeah.
because they were under 500 against teams that were plus 500.
I gotta also attribute that to
You know what I
Tua
mean? So
staying
they
healthy
lost
this
any
year.
team that they versed that had a winning record lost every single time.
Yeah.
And it's like you were kind of a fraud the whole year, but it was kind of like written. It was written.
I mean, Miami, they had Tua healthy all year, something they didn't have before.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? He's been playing.
He definitely stuck it out this year.
Yeah, it was looking scary for him last year, man. Like a couple more hits and he might
Mm-hmm.
be gone. You know what I mean? Like it was
For good.
They was talking
that
about
shit was
early
looking
retirement
dangerous.
for that guy.
Yeah, that shit was looking dangerous. But he stepped it up. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? They look what they did. They made it real far. They made it real far, man. Couple and at some ends of errors in the NFL, man. Got Belichick, he's gone.
Yeah. I wonder where he gonna land. They talking about he might be landing in Atlanta ATL.
Mm, mm. That would
I
be
know he
interesting.
had 2 interviews over there.
That would be
I
interesting.
see the Raiders got their vacancy filled.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yeah,
what you think's gonna happen with the Steelers? They gonna keep Tomlin?
Yeah,
they should.
Yeah.
I think
They talk about they may replace him.
I think a very underrated move. And I mean, we could agree or disagree right now. I would love to hear it. I think if I think somehow Kirk Cousins finds his way to the Steelers, and I think that makes the Steelers a favorite. Because I
Mm.
mean, besides the primetime games, you know what I mean. The Vikings have always had a good defense, but the
Kirk
Steelers
Cousins. Kirk Cousins is one of
has
those
JJ
quarterbacks,
has
man.
they just need they're a quarterback away. I mean, even in a tough AFC North, they're still a quarterback away because of that defense. And because they have George Pickens, they have Deontay Johnson, they have, you know,
Kirk Cousins is one of those
Najee
quarterbacks you
Harris,
either love him or you hate him, bro. Like he's I don't think there's any
yeah.
like yeah, I don't think there's
Kurt
anybody in
Cobain.
between with Kirk, man. Like
He
you either
definitely
really
paid
like him
though.
or you can't
He
stand
Right.
him,
paid.
boy. Paid.
He
He
was the first
paid.
one with a guaranteed, right? With a fully
Paid,
guaranteed.
bro.
something like
Like
that. Yeah,
one of
Yeah,
the
he was
because
first,
the
if
remember
first
not
he
one
the
with
played
a
off
first.
fully
like,
guaranteed.
but no, you know what it was? He played like 2 years or 3 years in a row off of a franchise tag. And you know, once you play off 1 year, that shit multiplies by like 100 or 200% or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
some astronomical number, and the next rate goes higher.
The next
And
was
yo,
like
he
max,
got
right?
paid. Yeah, 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 something like that. Like it was times the max of what the highest quarterback
It's
average I
crazy.
think was.
It's crazy.
Yeah, he made out, man. But he bet on himself to stay healthy and play. But
At that
now he's in a
age
little
too.
pickle now. I think he's a free agent now, or going to be a free agent with
Who,
this
Kirko?
injury. Yeah,
I think so. Hold on. Is he unrestricted or restricted?
I will believe he's unrestricted.
Oh yeah.
Mm, mm.
Oh yeah.
So
He might
he's going to
have
be free game, you know.
he might have a pick of where he want to go at
It is
that
Kirk
point.
Cousins. Oh yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Yep.
somebody's going to pick his ass up.
Yep. He's
Somebody's
gone.
definitely
Yo,
going to pick
I'm
him up.
telling you, the Steelers. I think that's where he's gonna go, and Mike Tomlin will come back. Of course, I don't think Mike Tomlin goes anywhere because you won 10 games with with what you had.
Yeah.
It
Yep.
ain't
It
it ain't
wasn't
him. And
great.
I mean, there's another coach too that I would want to bring up since we're talking about coaches is just Mike Vrabel he just got fired from the Tennessee Titans,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Yep.
Very good coach, and it's crazy how I mean, 2022 season they lost AJ Brown, right?
Mm-hmm.
They still do decent. So a good indicator too is that actually he has since 2018 he has a winning record against NFC teams. And you can take that with a grain of salt because things change, right? But that's
Mm-hmm.
a good indicator, and especially against the NFC East, right? And that's what I'm saying. I think if he went to the Chargers, you're possibly looking at a dynasty because he'll be able to build around that team, and you have Justin Herbert. That's
I
dangerous.
think that's out the
I mean,
window,
he's
though. I think
he's scheduled
Hardball
to
getting that.
Vrabel's scheduled to interview with the Falcons in a couple days.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Wow.
With the Falcons,
Yeah.
that's
He's scheduled to
dangerous
interview with the
because,
Falcons.
and I
They
just hit on,
announced that
yes, I
today.
needed that. George Kittle just scored a touchdown.
Nice. Kittle's a beast, bro.
Sorry,
Yeah, you had to be.
Kittle's a beast. But yeah, Vrabel's
but
supposed to scheduled to be
I
talking
think
with the Falcons.
another underrated move that could possibly happen and is Justin Fields to the Falcons, and if that happens
Mm.
with Kyle Pitts, Bijan Robinson, Drake
'Cause
London,
check this domino effect.
with
Caleb Williams, which who's supposed to be the number one pick, which the Bears have,
mm-hmm.
his offensive coordinator from college just now interviewed for the offensive coordinator position for the Bears. So that's could possibly, if he gets that job, Caleb Williams go to the Bears,
That's chemistry
Fields gets
already.
shipped. Because remember,
Can you
Caleb
honestly?
Williams don't even want to
I
play
have
with
a
the
question.
Bears.
Can you really honestly blame the Bears if they wanted to trade Justin Fields? Because you restart the rookie contract, right?
Okay.
Because
Yep.
he's going into his Justin. This was what his third year, so he'll be going into his fourth year.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So if he's good next year, right, and if you don't believe it, then which I don't think. If Justin Fields were to have an MVP season next year for the Bears, as he was supposed to, I guess this year, I think he still did decent. He just got hurt, and I mean the Bears are just bad at just being
I
a
don't think he
football
got a
team.
good coach. I don't think he
Right. I
got
just
gelled
think
with
they're
a good
just not good
head.
at being a football team, but that's just a whole nother conversation. Um, I don't think they want to build around him because they know they'll have to pay him if he actually becomes something, and if he becomes what he's supposed to truly become, right? You got to pay him at that point, especially if you're paying Daniel Jones $40 million.
So I don't know how.
Daniel Jones,
I don't
40
mean to
million is
name drop
crazy.
him real quick, but
That's
it's like,
crazy.
yeah, I don't mean to name, but like, come on, like
40
you're paying
million a
That's
Daniel
year.
Jones 40
crazy.
million, and you're telling me if Justin
That's
Fields doesn't
buku
go out
money.
there, especially if you give him the weapons that are on at the Atlanta Falcons, I can rest assured I think the NFC South is going to be in some trouble.
And if they looking for coaching,
You know what I
that
mean?
coaching change, I mean, they got a whole new scheme
Mm-hmm.
over there going on. I mean, what do you think?
Mm.
All right, so what do you think about the Seahawks? What's going on with their coaching moves?
That's
I'm
I haven't
telling you,
heard
yeah.
nothing.
I think it's just all predicated. I mean, the big dominoes first are obviously going to be Bill Belichick and Mike Vrabel. I
Mm-hmm.
think those are the two biggest fish in the room. As in any offseason in any sport that you always see, like
Yo,
the top of the top list players, like you got to wait for them to move first and see what their contracts are
I
like.
see Vrabel going to the
You know what I mean?
Seahawks. Because
So
why the hell
Do
would you
you?
get rid of Pete Carroll? Get rid of Pete Carroll to get Bill Belichick.
I don't
Like
know. So
that
I'm looking
change
at
don't really.
I'm looking at some things, right? I'm looking at some words around the news wires and shit, and they talking that the
Mm-hmm.
Seahawks is looking at Dan Quinn off the Cowboys, the
Take
defensive
his ass.
coordinator.
Take his ass.
Frank Smith, the Dolphins offensive coordinator. Ben Johnson, Bobby Slowick. Who else?
Bobby Slowick?
Yeah, they putting his name in there. Raheem Morris from the Rams, defensive coordinator.
Okay.
Yeah, I got ties to Raheem. Hopefully he get the job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
He played for the same Pop Warner team I played for back in Irvington, New Jersey.
nice, nice, nice,
I met him a couple times. Met his I recently just seen him maybe like 5 months ago. I seen Raheem Morris. We was all at a funeral for the guy of the founder of the Pop Warner team we played on.
nice.
So we was just there to see him. He gave a speech and everything, and it was pretty dope to see him. He had like I don't know if it's agents or bodyguards, but he had some extra people over there with him, suited up and shit.
Nice.
But it was nice to see him and everything. See him come back to the hometown or whatever.
Yeah, yeah, sweet. That's always good to see, man. It's always good to see. There's a lot of moves going on in sports right now, man. There's a lot of new shit happening. A lot of people moving around, man. It's hard to.
Even in basketball, you see that fucking Siakam trade,
Yo, we want to talk
three
basketball.
first round picks.
I'm finally able to talk good about my team. The Knicks are
Hey,
finally a
boy,
chat worthy team,
give him a
bro.
hand
Finally,
clap for that one.
hey, I can
We
finally
need
get
a
my
hand
feelings a
clap for
little
that
bit.
one.
Yeah. Hold
Give
on,
it to him, baby.
let's
Give
get a
it
little.
to him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, you got to drop one of Clue's bombs for that one.
Fuck.
Let that
You got
play.
to drop one of
Finally.
Clue's bombs for that one.
Shit. Yeah, I gotta get some
Yo,
more fucking sound effects.
finally. Irrelevant, man. We're definitely
Bro,
relevant now, man.
dude. Thank thank
We
Now,
thank
do
definitely
you
can
think
use
it's just going
another
to be a
clue,
semis
though.
run?
thank the draft gods for who we've been getting, bro. Like we've been getting some good picks. You know what I mean? Thank goodness for Jalen Brunson.
So,
I'm bro.
glad we all Knicks fans. Question. Would
Well,
you
I'm a fake
have
Knicks fan, but it's
You
okay.
see how we traded R.J. Barrett just recently?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think they should have got rid of him back when they wanted to get Donovan Mitchell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we held on. He holding on to him for so long dropped his value. We could have got more for him.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
So you would have rather Donovan Mitchell
Hell yeah.
because you wouldn't have
Then
Bronson.
Brunson?
I don't. Yeah, I don't think you would have Bronson if you got Donovan Mitchell with the R.J. Barrett trade and all of
Well, what's
them.
his contract? He's like what, 120?
Who?
Uh, um, um,
Brunson?
Bronson?
Brunson. Yeah.
I have no. I don't think
Let's
he
see.
did. He
I
resign?
don't
I'm
think
not
he's a
sure.
max. He's not a max. I
No,
don't think.
hell no, he's not a
So it's
max.
just that would just
Four
depend on the
four
contract.
year, 104
But
million.
they play the same position
Yeah,
too.
he got four
No,
years,
that's cheap.
104.
4 years, 104 million. But what year is he on his contract?
Three,
He
two or
third
three, right? Yeah.
contract
So he
next.
gonna be looking to get paid
I
next
think
year.
honestly, I think the not problem. I mean, RJ Barrett wasn't. He was a good ball player.
Oh
You know what I
no,
mean?
Didn't
And
he
pan
got
out.
he would trash me. Let's be real. But my
But
thing
he was
is,
supposed to be a star though. He was supposed to be
yeah,
somebody you can lean
yeah.
on. He
I
was
think
supposed
the
to be like a
expect
bucket or the
New
defender. He
York,
was supposed to be somebody.
he's in the
right? New
second year of his
York is New
contract.
York.
He signed this
Oh,
shit in the middle of
That's even
in the
better.
middle of 2022. Jesus Christ.
I
So,
think,
so technically, what Dallas gave him that contract in?
So he
but I
signed a
think
new one. He
Randall.
did 4 years in Dallas, and he came over and signed a new 4 year contract with New York in 22.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's good then. We good.
Yeah.
I
So
think
we ain't gotta
Randall's the
pay him yet.
problem.
Who you telling? He got to go. See you later,
Bro,
buddy.
I'm a Randall
Yo, did he
fan,
need
bro.
help packing?
He helped us before we got Brunson. He was the start of us coming back from obscurity, man. Like
Hmm.
I hear you,
short
but
hair Randall, he was
he's
killing
a
it, bro.
head case now.
Hmm.
He's a head case now, man.
He plays in
Like
New York.
he
Who doesn't become a head case?
And I was just
Brunson.
going to say that about RJ Barrett. I feel like the spotlight just got a little too bright for him.
That's how it is in New
You
York.
got Randall chucking up threes when he should be putting his head
Exactly,
down and going
like
to the
just
basket.
chucking up bullshit. Chucking
But
up bullshit.
I like what Thibodeau has done though because
I
he's
mean, you
brought
go
in a
you
Josh
going to
Hart.
score 30 if you chuck up 50 bullshits.
Tibbs, man, best coach we
And
had since
Tibbs got
Jeff
to get a
Van
little
Gundy.
younger, man. He can't be so stubborn.
Hmm.
Tibbs can't be so
You
stubborn
got to
either.
earn your spot on the
He
court with
got to get a
Tibbs,
little
bro.
bit more over.
Like you got to earn your spot
Hmm.
on the court with
Without a
him.
doubt, I get that.
That's why I'm
But
saying like
you
we got
can
now
lose.
they
You should be able to
now the
lose a
Knicks
spot
have
too on the
Yeah,
fucking
it's
court.
true. It's true.
right.
He giving niggas tenure on the
Now the
court,
Like
bro.
Knicks have
shut.
the Knicks have
Yo,
OG
Quigley,
Anunoby
Quigley.
now. You know what I mean? They have OG Anunoby.
You know how
Bro,
many 4 shots Quigley used
They
to
had
put
to give
up?
up Emmanuel quickly for it. I'm sure Tibbs didn't want to give him up because he was giving the effort.
I wasn't
I'm glad
You know what
he
I
mad.
got
mean?
rid of him.
Yo, I wasn't mad. Like I was a fan. I was a super fan when we had Bobby Portis, Julius Randle, we got Robinson. Like we had big men in the paint that was fucking shit up, boy, fucking shit up.
Yeah.
Like, and that's what started us on this road, man. That's what started us where we at now. I'm not a fan. I wasn't a fan of Kevin Knox. I don't like him. I don't like,
He was garbage, but
I don't like
you know
that
what it
guy,
was?
bro.
He had that size.
You gave
He had the
Alfred Payton
size, the type,
just
but
straight
he
give
just
buckets,
I
no
guess he wasn't
assists.
practicing. I guess he wasn't in the gym, Like,
Yo,
because he had the size of the body. He was doing it at Kentucky, but he got to the league and just faded the fuck out.
you know who else
His
faded the fuck
shadow went
out?
from him.
You know who else I was really
Do
hoping
that.
would do some,
Yeah,
and then we had to
well,
get rid of him? Fucking Obi Toppin, bro. I was hoping Obi was gonna
I
be
think,
I
something,
read a
bro.
report. I read a
son,
report they were getting
Obi
rid of guys
Toppin,
like RJ Barrett and Obi Toppin because they were soft. They weren't fitting the Thibodeau ball.
Like
He
Creighton
likes to play
Obi was a
defense that we just
dunker,
mentioned.
and he wasn't doing shit.
and he's shooting threes now.
Yeah,
You see him?
now he took a fucking
Yeah,
182
Everybody
because
that
of
leaves New
thousand of them
York,
shits in New
Tyrese
York.
Halliburton's diming him up.
everybody leaves New York, fucking go and thrive.
It's
Yo, you want to start your career over? Go to New York and leave.
Yo, that might be a fact. That might be a fact. New York is the artist,
Everybody that
the
comes to New York and
rejuvenator.
leave. Yeah, I'm telling you. I don't know what it is.
nobody.
Is the New
Yeah,
York water?
I don't know,
I
man.
don't know.
I
The
think
the
Melo.
scenery, the
media.
I think
weather.
Melo was at his best in New York. I think Melo was at
Yo,
his
I
Absolutely.
best in
love
New York.
Mello in New York, man.
Hoodie
Yeah,
Melo, bro. I think Melo was at his best in New York.
I
but he
couldn't
grew
believe
up
it.
here. He watched Derek Jeter. Like he went to the school of public relations that is Derek Jeter. He was a masterclass with the New York media. And if you can't handle the New York media, you're gonna get eaten alive.
Hell yeah.
I look at
Yeah.
our Yankees team right now and the free agents that we signed. That's the first question I ask is, okay, but can this guy handle the media?
Them Yankees.
No,
Garrett
that's the
Cole, I
thing.
wasn't afraid of that. I was like, oh, we want to give him a 9-year, $324 million contract? Absolutely. Why? Because he knows what the business is. You know what I mean? Some guys, they can't handle it. And it's just an unfortunate reality.
Yo.
Yo, it's a real thing, man. It's a real
It
thing.
is.
People think
It
it's a
is.
joke, but they think, oh yeah, I did this. I've been doing this for a long time. It's a different world, man. Like it's a different atmosphere. Just from the fans alone. We ain't even talking media. We could just start with the fans
Mm-hmm.
that you got to walk into the building every day and walk past, or you got to go to the store every day, because they gonna see you and find you no matter what you do, and they
Mm-hmm.
gonna give it to you and tell you how they feel no matter what
Mm-hmm.
the circumstances is. Your mother could have died 2 hours ago if you walk into the bodega and them motherfuckers there. You had a shitty game last night. You gonna walk out that bitch crying
You ain't even gotta walk out your
because they
house.
gonna
You
give
go
it
on
to you.
social media
Yo,
and these motherfuckers in your ass.
son,
Right
You
look
pick
now,
at
up
that.
your
yeah, of course
phone.
now. Back in the day, it was you were on the New York Post, New York Daily News,
Yo, you were everywhere, plastered.
Yes
All
Network, Mike and the Mad Dog.
bro, bro. Like
Exactly. You
nowadays,
don't
they
make it
feel
to the
like since
West
they
Coast
paying you,
papers.
they feel like we
Right.
paying you all this money. You need to do whatever we do. It's a slave game. Like they gave Yamamoto what 325 million for 12 years,
I don't like it.
bro. Three twenty
Yo,
five.
nah. What about if we
I don't
talking
like it.
contracts in baseball? Otani, what he got?
I,
900
I don't
mil or
like it.
something like?
I don't
How
like
much
it.
he get?
Seven
And
Bro,
then
hundred
he
mil.
def-
$700.
I
and
mean,
then
I'm
he
not,
def-
not. I'm not knocking the hustle.
then he
I don't.
deferred the shit. Deferred it so they
That's
can
smart.
still sign people now.
Hey, he's on that Bobby Bonilla time. He's still getting paid till 2035.
That's
bro.
crazy, man. When I found that out, I was like, wow, what a genius.
These motherfuckers
What
is
a
just
genius.
throwing
For
money at
real.
these people, bro. Like throwing
Hey,
money at $700 million.
this, and the thing is 700 mil for hitting and pitching. It, it's like what?
That's pretty cheap.
I don't know if he's gonna be pitching that long. That's my problem.
That
So then
shoulder
you
ain't gonna
paid 700
last.
million for him to be a DH.
That shoulder
Yeah,
The
ain't
they
thing
gonna
is,
saying that he
last.
can't
with
even.
inflation and things of that nature, I'm sure the contract is probably gonna be obsolete at the. No, I don't even think that.
They saying he's not even pitching this year.
Yeah, because he's got it, and that, I mean that's why I don't even like the 325 for Yamamoto either, because it's like over there in Japan, those pitchers pitch weekly. They don't pitch every 5 days as they do here in America. That's big.
Yeah.
That's a big difference in conditioning. That's
Yeah,
how
they
you
do
get
what
ready,
they
how you
do in
get
America.
prepared.
182
Endurance,
games, right?
endurance.
Say again.
It's 182 games in the season, at
Now
least,
there's
right?
the
162.
162.
162.
Yeah, 162.
It's
Yeah.
He got the
crazy.
82 because it's 82 in
Yeah,
basketball.
82 in
Mm-hmm.
basketball. Yeah.
But the
Yeah,
pitchers,
that's it.
like
I
I
do that
said,
all the time.
the pitchers in Japan they pitch every week. The pitchers in America they pitch every 5 days because it's a 5-man rotation.
Mm-hmm.
So the wear and tear is completely different. So that's why when a lot of Japanese players they come over here, they'll blow out. They'll have to get Tommy John or something like that. You know what I mean, or just
Bro.
some extensive surgeries because they're just not used to the wear and tear. And that's something I was glad that the Yankees were like, nope, we're not paying you more than Garrett Cole because of that.
Yeah.
Bro, they paid Garrett Cole 324 million. It's $1 million less for
Mm-hmm.
9 years. So it's
How
even
many years?
9 years. It's even worse breakdown. They paying him even
He's been
more.
worth it. Yeah,
I mean, are you gonna,
I
the
think.
only
I mean,
question though when you sign people is going, are you gonna get anybody better or who else you gonna get? You
there's
know,
another
that's the
kid.
one big question too. You always got to propose when you pay somebody or keep somebody. It's like, are you gonna get any better?
And the beauty of
You
There's
know,
another
baseball,
kid.
ain't no
There's
salary
another kid
cap.
that's
Give him
coming out
give
of
him
Japan.
$1 billion, right? Fuck it.
they
Right.
all guaranteed too.
And I'm telling you, there's another kid that's coming out of Japan. His name's Roki Sasaki. You got to look him up. Yo, this kid is like 19 years old. And he throws 103.
That's crazy.
Like, and he looks.
A
You ever see like
hundred
the
and three.
inflatable arms,
Yeah.
like on the highways? He looks just like that. He's all arms and legs,
Oh, I'm looking at
and
him
just
right now.
103 right
Yeah.
at you.
22. Sheesh.
22.
Yeah, 22, 6'4". Yeah, man. Damn.
Yep.
Damn.
Oh, I said 19. I was an asshole.
I mean, that's still young as
Shit, I mean,
shit.
you probably heard about it when he was 19. Like shit,
That's still
that's
young as
crazy.
shit, bro. It's oh man, it's crazy, man. Like sports sports is a foreign man's game is getting to be that point, man. Like all the best players are
It,
coming from foreign
the game
countries
has
now.
it has evolutionized so well. We take this shit for granted so much
They live
that
that shit
like
over
they've
there.
been practicing. Yeah, they've been practicing so much to catch up with us with so, so badly. We just be like, oh, I'm born with this, so I got this. They actually be sitting there. That's why you consider most people from somewhere else or foreigners like crafty,
Hmm.
shifty, because they actually work on their craft or work on different angles or
They
different things from a normal, typical American take for granted. Like, yo, I can just go put the ball in the bucket or dunk it. Where they looking at angles,
they break it
spins
down to
off
a
the ball.
science.
You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly to every step and why you think they call it the Euro step. You know what I mean? Like,
And they
so
make the
they
shit
even
look so
got their own.
effortless. Like you watch Luca play, it's like, how did you even make that shot, bro? Like, what the fuck?
It's finesse, man.
It's
Finesse. They
crazy.
practice. It's
The
there's more
skill.
finesse
It's
than
skill.
uh,
Practice skill.
physicality.
I got a
It's
question for
more of
y'all.
a
I got a
soft
question
touch.
for you.
What's up?
I got a question for y'all. Do you think that, and we could take sports as a whole, do you think sport, like the kids that are playing today, are way better skill wise than they were in yesteryears?
No, I think
Like,
they just got more access and easy
I mean,
access.
I don't even want to say skill either. I truly think today's athlete, and as we keep moving forward, I mean, I'm gonna give you some few examples from across sports. I think athletes have gotten bigger, faster, and stronger. It's undeniable.
Yeah, I agree with you with
I
that.
agree with you with that. I think they've got
It's
bigger, faster, and stronger, and but they've also gotten weaker. They don't want to get hit. They don't want to get bumped.
No,
None of that
not
shit.
weaker.
maybe up
Not
here.
weaker. Not it's not
There
weaker.
could be an
It's more of
argument for up here.
a
Yeah, yeah, I
mentality
think so.
But that's what I mean.
But
Like
a
I
I
mean,
think as a
like
physicality
they have a
whole,
weaker
standpoint.
mindset. They don't
and
want to be as
definitely,
physical. They want to be big. They want to look big,
Yeah,
but they
yeah,
don't want
yeah.
to play big.
They just
but I
want to
think,
shoot threes.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody want to shoot threes, but
Yep.
like that's the way
I
the
think,
game changed. Everybody want to score touchdowns and do dances. Everybody want to throw the touchdowns. Nobody want to be a fucking traditional lineman no more. You know,
Yeah.
nobody want to be in the trenches,
We
the
look
dirty
at
work.
mhm,
But when you find those gyms, that's what's the turning point. That
bro.
mhm.
being
You
like on a
watch
team, like a Draymond Green, for instance. You're not finding those really no more. They
funny shit. You
coming out
mentioned
of the
that.
game because nobody want to be as a bad man. You know,
Everybody, and then you
you
watch
Mhm.
a
need
game. You
those
watch
bad
games from the
men. You need
'90s.
them leaders.
You watch games from the '90s. That was normal. Kevin Garnett, Karl
Yeah,
Malone, Charles Barkley. This is how
niggas
they
getting punched like
played.
yo,
Everybody was
yo.
Draymond Green
If
back
you
then,
listen, if you foul somebody, right, the ref blew the whistle. Somebody else is gonna hit his ass too because you can't call two fouls. You know
bro.
that's the
That's how
thought
it
process
was.
that they
That's
One, I
had.
how it
do think
Fuck
was.
them up.
I do think it's mentality, right? Mentality. Things will change. I think the rules just don't allow, especially after Malice at the Palace. For example,
Yeah,
Hmm.
you can't have no wild shit like that. You know, that was bad. Bad for
that shit was
TV.
funny.
I
But
remember that
like,
shit.
yo,
Right.
what do
I
you
remember
expect
watching that
though?
and I was sports like, oh.
I remember being in the
But
hood
like,
because
like,
I'm from the same projects that Ron Artest is from. So I remember being in the hood and
Okay.
niggas was like, yo, you seen what Ron did last night? Like in school, like his family members that was still in the hood, like people talking about this shit, like, yo, you seen what Ron did? It was crazy, bro. It was
Right.
crazy. Insane.
nah, that shit is no joke. That was serious. I remember that vividly, man. Like, it was wild, but like, what do you expect? Like, these guys or athletes is just as human as anybody else. They got a temper and everything. They
Absolutely.
got a higher temper, more testosterone, everything flaring and going. It's a heated battle moment. I'm already dealing with this, and then let alone you do one of the most disrespectful things you could possibly do. Throw a drink on me and think you is gonna, smile and walk away. Like he
Nah,
was like,
man.
hell nah, I'm gonna show
Hell
you,
no.
and we gonna set the record straight. You know what I mean?
Bro,
This
like
is gonna be the last drink
at
to
the end of
ever
the day,
get thrown
he
on
was a
another
man he's
basketball
a man
player.
at work having a bad day. Like imagine you at work having a bad day, somebody just come and throw a drink on you. Like you gonna be tight.
You
You
know what
gonna
I'm
fuck him up
saying?
too.
Just get not even having a bad day. You can have it be a good day. Somebody throw a
A
drink
drink
on you.
on you,
You
period.
got
Like
it.
now you having a
No,
bad
no, I
day. No
mean,
matter
like,
how
come
your day
on.
was going,
Let
now it's a
alone
bad day.
let alone a beer, not even like water, a beer, and I'm already sweaty and shit. Like, come on, man. You know what I mean? Like, and then, but like, the homies even rolled up. Like, the homies
Yeah.
had his back. Like,
Yeah.
Steven Jackson was up in there. He talked about that on his podcast.
He was in
That
there
shit is
throwing up blood
hilarious, though.
signs, beating niggas up. Shit was
Yo, they
crazy.
they they, they was wilding, man. Remember, if you want to keep talking, remember the Nixon Heat brawl. Nixon Heat, what is it? Jeff Van Gundy holding Alonzo Mourning leg,
Yo, that shit
getting
was
dragged.
mad funny, bro.
Like, come on, baby. Like, we talking classic here.
Like we could talk
We
classics.
see.
Remember Kobe Bryant and Chris Childs Charlie Wall got into it. Popped him in with the toothpiece.
Yeah,
Remember
yeah, yeah.
that?
They was straight there
Yeah.
throwing blows.
Yeah. Oh, we lost Hamlet. I don't know what happened. There you go. He back.
There you
Yeah,
go.
they was throwing blows,
But
but that shit
not,
was
they was
crazy
saying,
back
yo,
then.
they got like 3 punches off each. They was like bang, bang, bang. Nah, that was that. They was shit. You can't even hang on the rim nowadays in the NBA. That's how soft they is.
Mm-hmm.
I seen Jason Tatum get a tech last night. So yo, honestly, he came down the court fast, but he even had contact on it. Should have been an and one, but he didn't. But the guy ran under him. He lifted his legs up, higher, hung on the rim a little bit because with that momentum, you swing, you let go too fast. the momentum taking your feet be in the air and
Yeah,
your
you
head
fall
be
right
on
on
the
your
ground.
head.
You know
Yep.
what I'm saying?
Yep.
Exactly. So he stood on there, not even long. Boom, tech. And everybody like, yo, come on. Even other teams be like, it's a dumb call when other teams be like, yo, they throw their hands
Yeah.
up and all
Like,
be
come on.
smirking
Like,
and
keep the
shit talking
game
about.
going. Keep the game going.
Yeah, exactly. Like like it was no harm done to nobody. He wasn't no showboating. It was more honestly with safety. And then the other guy was still around the rim. Underneath
That's what
him,
I'm
you
saying.
can't really see under there like that.
Sometimes you need to hold on to the rim because if you let go, you might land on a nigga head.
Embrace yourself.
Yeah. Like you might
Brace.
hurt somebody else
How
and
fast they be
yourself.
running to the rim.
Shit is
Yeah,
crazy.
exactly. Like you would think.
It should be
It's the
crazy.
difference when you just make a regular dunk. You was already under the rim, you dunk, and then you hang on and then twist and you know what I mean? Like that's a whole different story. But he didn't even yell. He didn't really do nothing. It was one. He lifted his legs up and held on maybe 2 seconds. But it was like, yo, come on, like where we at with this
It's crazy.
penalties? Like,
It's crazy where we've gone with sports where now players, star players, people that you're paying your good money to go see, might go try to go see Braun or try to go see KD or try to go see Curry or somebody, and they taking a load management
yeah,
day.
whoever it is,
Load management. You tired, nigga? What you mean? This
right?
is crazy.
I think it, I mean,
Y'all fine in the early 2000s. Y'all fined Iverson
I'm
for
about to,
not going to
yo,
practice.
my guy, I'm about to
Y'all
sound
niggas ain't going to
philosophical shit.
games,
I'm
bro.
about to sound philosophical
Like
right now.
what?
Honestly, it just starts with with the culture within the NBA because I think there's a lot like in the mid 2010s, right? We had this shift of where it was a player centric culture. You know what I mean? When you think of
Mm-hmm.
a basketball team, you're not thinking of like, oh, the Indiana Pacers are my favorite team. It's like, no, I like X player. So that's why it's the LeBron James.
Mm-hmm.
I call it not even the LeBron James effect. Honestly, it started probably with even Michael Jordan because
Michael
he was
Jordan
just
effect.
so much larger than what the Chicago Bulls were, right? So you're just a fan of Michael Jordan, de facto, exo, whatever. You're a Chicago Bull fan now, and I think that from there has just kind of moved. That's what the NBA, wherever LeBron went, that's who everybody was a fan of. You know what I mean? So it's just with that,
Yeah.
it's just the
So
the
with that
2010s.
being
It was just
said,
all player centric.
the overruled
Say again?
thumb is money.
Yeah.
I said, with that being said, the overruled
Yep.
thumb is just money.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
Bro,
That's
that's
all
it.
that
Like,
matters. However they can multiply and expand that dollar, that's what they're going to do. Whatever it takes to get that next dollar or expand and multiply that dollar.
absolutely. And they try to save every dollar they can, and it's like and it's at the detriment to the consumer. It's at the detriment to us. Like we the viewers, we pay
Even,
for the cable
and,
packages, the
Mm-hmm.
fucking
Mm-hmm.
and to the product.
But
And
I
to the
mean,
and to the
product.
product. It's detrimental to
and he's one of
everything.
my favorite players right now too.
Yeah.
Anthony Edwards was talking
It
about. He
says,
said, "I'm not going to take a game off. There's somebody that's paying for a ticket that can't really afford it, and that's why he's one of my favorite players right
Yeah,
now.
that's what Kobe
And
used to say.
he's a hooper, and
Mm-hmm.
yo,
he's a second coming of baby Michael Jordan. That's his kid. That's
Bro.
he.
yeah,
That's
I
got
want to
they
see
got to take a DNA
want to
test,
see
bro. I'm
him
telling
live.
you,
That's my next
because you
live
don't do
game.
be she be doing some crazy shit.
Nah, he is nice. He
Can,
is nice.
Nah, he's nice, man, and young, and he's a baller. He not
yeah,
about
that's
that
big.
bullshit.
That's
If
big.
it's
He's
time
not
to
about
lace
that
him up,
bullshit.
he lacing him up. If we on the court, is we
None of
balling? It
this.
ain't
None of, you're
no
right.
this, no that. In the media, no bullshit. I'm telling you straight how it is.
Mm-hmm.
Don't come to me funky, because if you do, I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
give you something funky. You know what I mean? So I
Jimmy
like
Butler's
that. I
like
like
that
that
too.
about him.
Mm-hmm.
Even Shaq be raving about him.
Mm-hmm.
But
Jimmy
no,
Butler.
sometimes it's just people's mentality. You can see what they feel. You can see that they hungry. They want to go get it. They not about the stars or the publicity, whatever. They really there just to play basketball. Fence is like somebody that gets shamed a lot about that is like KD. Just because he's a superstar that good, everybody expect him to be media people, media like be like LeBron, be in front of. If a person just don't like the cameras or being social,
That's his
that's just
prerogative.
who he is. Not every superstar
Remember
or
Marshawn
every
Lynch? I'm just here
great.
so I don't get fined.
I think that should be perfectly
I'm just here so I
acceptable.
don't get fined.
Exactly. Exactly. And it
I
was.
really,
He found that loophole.
I
Yep.
He kept getting
believe
fined, getting fined. But he
I'm a,
had to talk to somebody and say, yo,
I
how can
want to
I
ask
get
you guys this
around this?
question. I
Mm-hmm.
want to get your thoughts on this. How can you develop some sort of guidelines for reporters. I mean, because we're in this new
The
age of media
reporters,
where
you know,
we're
we
making a
talked about
podcast
that.
right now. Who the fuck are we, right? I don't know. Actually, I shouldn't say
Mm-hmm.
that because I don't know your credentials, Justo. But you know what I mean,
I ain't Skip Bayless.
right? And I ain't shit. You know what I mean? Like I batted 200 in high school. Like I ain't shit. It's just like,
But it's, I hear what you mean. Like you saying, like, what is the guidelines or rules, or what is the max, or
exactly.
to the
What do
types of
we?
questions, or the time
Because
frame of the questions? Where's
Yeah,
it's
because if
the
they
gotta
ask me
be
limit,
a
or what
question
is the
that
pushing at
limit
the
calls
of
end
for
of the
me to get
line
day.
for the?
like,
That's the biggest thing that I
yeah,
always
you
think
can't
of.
ask me some kind of disrespectful ass
Right. That's the
question
biggest
and
thing I
just
always think
expect me
of at
to
the end
answer
of the
or
day.
politically
Mhm.
correct. Like,
But then again, the reporter goes, "What's disrespectful?" You know, like it plays the devil advocate. The reporter go like, "Well, I didn't feel like that was disrespectful. I felt like this is
nah,
the perfect time for that question."
these motherfuckers they be knowing. They'll ask you a question like, so as the
It's
clock is ticking down and you see you have damn near no time left, what was going through your mind as you chucked the ball from half
mhm.
court? What was going through my mind? You about to lose, you stupid motherfucker. Like, what do you mean, bro? I want to punch you in your face right now. What are you talking about? What was going through my mind, bro?
Yeah, not even
Like,
you. You don't even want to punch him in the face. You want
They
to punch him in
also
the
ask these
throat.
questions that
yeah, like how dare you ask me this fucking
they
question,
ask the
bro?
questions that are just so like leading
Yeah.
because they're trying to write a certain piece of story or whatever.
They want you though, but they want you to get riled
Mhm.
up because that's
Yeah.
entertainment. That's numbers for them.
How did
Now it's everybody gonna be following you
how'd you
because they
feel when you
know
got
you're gonna
fouled
get
out?
Right.
The fuck,
some good.
nigga?
How'd you feel when you got your
How'd you feel when
six?
Draymond Green choked you from
How the fuck
behind?
you
Oh
Like,
think I
God!
bitch,
felt?
I couldn't breathe,
Listen,
nigga.
listen,
Shit.
listen. What were you thinking? What were you thinking when you threw that pass, that interception?
Like I thought I
Oops.
had it. That's why I threw it, motherfucker. Like I thought I had it. But
You mean to tell me you thought I meant
clearly,
to throw it to the other team?
clearly I was wrong. I ain't see the
Hey, we
motherfucker.
got
Clearly, nigga. Or maybe
we need another
Yo,
twisted
did you see when
tea.
they hit me as I let it go?
We got a
Like the
7-6
fuck?
ball game over here. Niners are helping
Oh,
out.
ain't he about to
Yep.
kick a field
We
goal?
got
Did he
10
miss
seconds
that
left. He's
field
about to
goal?
kick a field goal right now.
Jake Moody,
oh,
he's on the hot seat right now. It's raining, no
You
wind,
got
but it's
this.
raining.
Ice in his
Maybe a
veins.
little wind.
ice in his
Yeah,
Ice
veins.
in his
timeout.
veins.
Hope it ain't no ice in his feet.
Yeah, right. He,
Nah, where they
he
at?
needs
San
some
Fran. It's a
stones
little warm. It ain't
in
that
that
warm,
in
but it's
that boot.
warm. I'm over here watching
They
a
winning?
Duke game.
Yo, Rick, tell me
Man,
something about college
They
basketball.
playing
I'm trying to win some
Pittsburgh.
money on some college basketball, bro.
yeah. What's
I
up? I need
haven't
to make
started.
some
I
bets.
haven't started. I haven't gotten heavy. Haven't got heavy with it. But yo, telling you, Seton Hall's
Who?
something to fuck with, baby. Seton Hall's something to fuck with.
They look good. Yeah.
Rutgers. Watch out for Rutgers. I think it's this year or next year. They got the top. They got top number 10 prospects going to Rutgers this
From
year or the
where?
fall. I'm not sure. And then, I don't know. Yo, listen to me. They got one person that's top 3 recruit in whole high school.
I don't have a
And
laptop,
then
so I
another
don't
one.
remember that.
They got another one. They got another one within top 10. I'm telling you, Rutgers about to be crazy. I don't know why he picked Rutgers. I don't know what it is. Maybe the hoes, the ladies, the
I
food.
saw you.
You
I
know, the
saw
Brunswick area.
UConn.
You close to
UConn looks pretty
everything.
good. I was watching the
Oh,
game.
I see. It says that Rutgers signed 7 4-star
How many
prospects
five?
at the end of
Shit.
the year. I
I
just
Them
told you,
I
practices
don't
are
son.
gonna
see
be
any. I just
crazy.
said it just said 7 4-stars.
Them practices are gonna be crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah,
What do
that's
y'all think of
wild.
the transfer portal?
Oh, they got a 5. They got a 5-star there.
I'll be honest. I truly don't understand it
I
yet.
don't either. I don't either. What I do know is that
I
motherfuckers,
know.
motherfuckers thought
I know you
Colorado
get to
was
go
gonna
to
be the
another
shit
school. Like,
with Dion, and then them motherfuckers ain't.
That's gonna be
They ain't
America's
live up to
team
the
so
hype.
hard. Wait, yo, don't let them get good, bro. That's gonna be America's team.
That's a curse to be called America's team. They're gonna end up just like them Cowboys.
But like in a good way. They want Dion to win. You a hater if you don't want Dion to win, bro. Come on.
Now I want Dion
Right.
to win.
No,
I
that's what
hope
I
he
mean.
do
Like,
win. He need to
right.
fucking
That's what I
win.
mean though.
Like,
Like,
let's
if you're like,
go.
oh, fuck Colorado. Really, bro? Why you don't want Uncle Dion to win?
Nah, like I want him. I want him. I want Coach Prime to
Right.
win, bro. You know what I mean? Like
We
I need
all
that to
do.
happen.
Everybody does. But you know he got
Yeah,
some
that's
haters
so
though.
unfortunate too. I have a friend. I have a friend
And
that
we
he's a
all know
Colorado fan. I'm
and
like,
we all know
I
who the
wasn't
haters
expecting. He's
are.
like, nah, bro, I'm behind it.
We all know
I
who
was
the
like,
haters
okay.
are.
That's mad funny, bro. I mean, you gotta have haters, man. If they ain't no haters, then you ain't doing the right thing, man. So that's good. You gotta have some
Hmm.
haters.
Oh, without a doubt.
Well, you gotta have some
Without a
haters, man.
doubt.
You know, like actually, shout out to the fucking haters, man. Let's give them a fucking clap. Let's give
You
them a
gotta
fucking
give it
clap.
to
A
him.
fucking shout out to the fucking haters, man. Fucking dweebs, fucking dweebs. Oh man, fellas, we talked about some good things today, bro. We talked about some good stuff. We started off with some deep shit with this with the suicide prevention. Actually, another time, like just for the people who's listening, like just drop it again, just so they can hear it. Like you know, what I mean, plug the suicide prevention thing. I want them to
Oh,
know
yeah.
whatever it is. Like let them know again before we
Yep.
head out.
So this is again Bats for Baretto Suicide Foundation. You can find us on Instagram at Bats for Baretto. We are building a website right now, so once we get done with that, then we'll publish it and whatnot. But definitely follow us on Instagram and be on the lookout for updates for our second annual tournament. What our foundation is about is just simply connecting people and resources to to each other and realizing that there's a community, that
Yeah,
there's love. You know what I mean? The foundation itself is for my best friend that committed suicide in 2019. And, you know, we started this foundation just to be able to connect and
yeah,
really
Yeah.
create something and
Don't
to
be
like,
scared, you know.
and it comes from all of us from such a genuine place that we do it and we get to just again connect and love. And half the people don't even play softball, but that's not
You
even
never
what it's
know what
about. It's
a
just to go out there and just have fun.
yeah. I
you
mean,
never
hey,
know what a smile could do. You never know what
We
a
absolutely,
raised
conversation
we
could do.
raised this past
You
year.
never
absolutely,
We
know
raised
what
nine
a
thousand
wink
dollars,
or
and
anything.
all of that went towards our. I'm sorry, $3,000 went towards the Monroe County Suicide Prevention Coalition, and we have another $2,000 scholarship being made right
nice,
now for junior firemen in the Monroe County, Pennsylvania area that we're working out right
nice,
now.
man. That's
So
dope. That's dope.
we're trying to do good things. Just shout out to Amy Konitsky because she's really the driving force behind it. Her husband Jimmy Konitsky, if you guys are, they're probably gonna listen to this, so they're really the driving
Nice,
force behind this. You know what I mean?
nice,
I'm just
nice.
along for the ride and just so grateful for it all.
Let's give them a hand clap.
Yeah,
You know
Give
what I
let's
them a
get
mean?
them
hand
some.
clap, baby. Give them a hand
Let's get
clap.
them some love. Let's get them some love. Hold on. Let's.
Let's give it to 'em, baby.
Yeah, let's get
So,
them some love, man. Because we need more people like that, man. That's great. Bats for Barreto, man. Like, go check that out. Social media. Like, if you're able to hit up, if you know anybody that needs any help, please do not hesitate to share that resource
Or
with
if you
them.
need
If
help,
you
you
need
know,
help, please do not hesitate to utilize that resource. Don't think that anybody's gonna look down on you. Don't think that anybody's gonna look at you any kind of way. It's there to be
that's what
used,
it's
man.
here for.
It's there to be
That's why
used,
it's
bro.
here.
It's there to be used, and thank God for people like you guys, man, who are organizing these events and organizing these things to help these people. We need more people like that care about others enough to actually take the time out of their lives because we're all busy. But when people actually take the time out of their lives for other people, that's how you prevent these things. You know, when people know that you actually
Yeah.
care, that's how you prevent these things. You know what I mean? It ain't about money. It ain't about none of that. It's just about love, man. Just give like a hug. A hug could save somebody's life, bro. Just something as
Yeah,
little as that,
man.
man.
It goes a long way.
Absolutely.
A conversation goes a long way. You
Absolutely, man.
never know what you could, the impact you make on the next person. That's why you always just try to be positive, be happy. You never
mhm.
know what the next person going through.
And
You
Absolutely.
never
that's I
know.
mean,
And
and
you never know
everything
what
that
you
you're
may be
You,
going
describing
through
right
one
now
day.
too was the person that who the foundation is for. He cared, and it just
I could be
Absolutely.
walking
it
out of
oozes and it
Walmart.
radiates, and
You could be
you know
walking
what I
in
mean. And
Walmart to go
that's
buy a
just
gun.
something that we try to copy
Yep.
and emulate. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm
Yeah, I can
glad.
just tell you, you got some nice shoes. That might have changed your whole perspective of what you're going through. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Absolutely.
You
That's
never
it,
know
man.
what
Like
can
I'm.
happen. You can't take nothing for granted. You can't. My thing is never be surprised, and then I mean that as in don't take it for granted or
Hmm.
never think you know.
Yeah.
Cause you, ne- you like
You never
you
know.
never know, like, oh, you always hear those people like, yeah, I know. If you knew, then you would never done it.
Yeah,
If
some
you knew, I wouldn't have to be saying it. You
it,
know what I
it
mean? Like so, like we don't always know what we think we know.
it's people's own
Sometimes,
parents that don't. Your
and
parents don't
sometimes that
know.
can
Your
get ahead
wife
of
don't
us.
know.
God
Like
knows.
your kids don't know. Like God knows
God
though.
knows.
God knows. You know what I mean?
You
And and
know,
and if you feel like you have nobody else, God always gonna be there for you.
Every
Always.
time.
So
talk to him.
always. I mean, if it's late night and you don't have a phone, your phone's dead. You don't have social media. You can't get to bats for Baretto for some reason. You got God. Talk to God, man. Pray on it. Pray on it till you can get to that
Hey, you
to
got
these people and they
Take
can
a
988
help you
walk,
approved.
in
breathe,
person.
meditate.
That is that is a
988,
free
man.
line
God,
that
like
is
What?
available to
whatever
you.
you
That has somebody
88.
ready
whatever
and
help
dedicated
you
to you
need,
to talk
man.
to you if you are feeling
Yeah.
heightened in your feelings. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if you feel a bit escalated, definitely
988.
definitely utilize those resources, man. I'm glad I was able to have you guys on today, man. It was definitely a pleasure meeting you, Hamlet, man. That I'm glad.
Yeah, appreciate it, man.
Yeah, man. I'm
Thank you.
glad Ricky brought you through, man. I'm glad you took the time out of your day, especially because we got this valuable resource from you, man. Um, hope to have you guys on again soon, man. Like, oh, and actually, you guys, Ricky was telling me that you guys were thinking about starting your own podcast too.
Yes,
Yeah, man. We could talk about that, man. I want to be able to help you guys with that. Get you
that would
guys
be awesome.
Yeah,
started up, man.
that'd be nice. Yeah, that'd
Yeah,
be
get you
dope,
guys
man.
started up, man. That'd be dope. That'd be dope, man. But until next time, everybody. It's your boy Justo, man. Nobody's favorite podcast. Again, peace.